Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Planet Side. Let's get right into it as we load on into Coom Valley. That's spelled Koom Valley. Let's see, maybe we get some gooners today. Am I right? Any gooners in the chat, folks? As we are going here, right back on into a. This is more. We'll see some high OS players in this game. I believe there's two 50-plussers. But this is a fairly medium Rotato lobby in the end. There's kind of two dudes on either team peaking right now, and the rest of everybody is pretty medium. We've got a guy with 9 OS. It's very in the middle. Good old Coom Valley. As we get into it today, this is an interesting map. Let's examine it. Of course, one of the most important parts about any bar game is the map. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of pillars going on. These 1 and 8 positions on either side are going to be forced down these weird ramps and onto this weird stone structure. This stone structure is so cool. I think the first fight definitely needs to be in this lane if you're on either of these positions. Try and wall it off. Just wall it off, get some static up. And then if it's your commander, what you can sneakily do, don't build a vehicle lab like I once did up here, but just squeeze your commander in up against the mountain. Boom, bish bosh bosh. Put down your bot lab, and now you're instantly transported from the low ground to the high ground just because of how like the construction circles work. Get some constructors up, get some static up, and this geo is now yours. This geo is probably yours, and you're like the biggest man on the map. It's surprisingly like possible as long as you kind of do a couple of good early units, pushing your commander out, making one con bot and two con bots, getting a con turret down, and then scaling like that with a bunch of units behind it, and then just eat your lab at home and make a new one.
Battle
So
started.
this map already, I think just this lane, the 8 and 1 lane, is so cool, so interesting to play. I love the fact that you can just become another guy here, right? If you get pushed back, you get walled off, you can become a guy that fights over here. That's kind of what you have to do unless you want to try and push through here, which might not be advisable depending on how much static is there, right? There's, of course, this trap geo. I don't think this is a very realistic geo that anybody ever holds. And if somebody is holding it, then they're going to get fucked a lot of the time, I think. So the 3.5 mixes, though, of course, very, very vital for acquiring. Are we trying to play Hangman with our fellow spectators today? I'm not trying it. The mexes available to you are plentiful, right? As we just saw, there's a lot of these 3.5s in the middle here. There's, what is this, 6 on either side for either team? No, there's 7 there, 8? So there's like a total of 16 3.5 mexes on this map, which is a huge amount. 16 times 3.5, what are we talking here? Like 48, 50-ish metal per second from those mexes. Sexy. I like this strategy the most, taking the max, kind of walking forward, letting everything come back, and then once you're almost full, then you put down the bot lab. It's interesting, and now he's got his second max faster, which is always nice. Same kind of thing with Big Ugly Bear, making the con and pushing that forward instead of his commander. Fighting in the middle here is really hard because of this ridge, which I think is always fun, where you're fighting for this elevation. The elevation is pretty serious here. We're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 12 tiers of elevation. And so tanks are honestly pretty bad on this map, because you're always going to be struggling against enemy elevation. Let's just appreciate, right? Let's get this view in. Isn't that just beautiful? Wow. And there comes blue team. There's no rest for the wicked. This is what I was talking about. The classic example of what you want to be doing in your games, taking the space. He's taking the space that he can. I think he could have pushed in. He probably could have snuck it in there, but whatever, right? Who cares? You know now that you have all the space in the world. Buzzer is taking tons of space. This is looking really good already for blue team, in my opinion. He is coming forward. He's taking 1, 2, 3, 3.5 metal mexes. You'll love to see it. And what is Lard? Lard is not moving his commander or using it at all, which is pretty frustrating as always. Put up your right hand and solemnly swear, as we always do, I will never let my commander AFK. I will never let my commander AFK. I will never let my commander AFK. Thank you, class. Now we may return to our replay. We are seeing a champion. We have a champion, but Diddler is leaving his champion B. Hopefully his champion does not get degunned. We are seeing Nikaton on the other side. Is this a Finn? I think this is the first Finnish flag I've ever seen in this game. That's pretty cool. But yellow is actually dominating the center, which is pretty big. Red, this is a big advantage, right? Compared to Buzzer coming in. Now we've got these guys on red team in the middle starting to claim a lot of these mexes. But Big Ugly Bear has come to the red side and taken a 3.5. Commendable. Once again, taking the space. This man is gaming like a madman. Or at least to the best of his abilities. Is he running low on energy? I think he's running low on energy, so he's not even able to mine at maximum efficiency. This is really hampering his game right now. This guy needs to be making some energy immediately. Like, we're praying to God that we had a D-gun right now, but we do not. So this is looking really bad for poor Big Ugly Bear, who does not have enough energy production for 4 minutes into the game right now. This is a pretty weird map as well. We haven't talked about it. Weird wind number. Probably, you know, you can put down some winds because they'll still make you a decent amount of energy over the course of the game, but you're hoping to be slamming a lot of solars because you've got a lot of metal on this map, right? In theory. Red is now owning tiles, really showing his OS, honestly. That just a pack of ticks is not enough. This is just not enough. Buzzer is going to have to hold a lot of weight. Lard is going to have to hold a lot of weight, but everybody is equaling hard. Lard is just coming up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to come up. I'm taking all this space. It's all mine now. Fuck you. But what he's not realizing is that the red team is taking all of this very, very important space. If you can get onto the other side of the hill, then you've got the shooting down advantage, right? There's like the two main shooting advantages in this game, which is high ground to low, you get more accurate and they get less, and then moving backwards and moving forwards. If you're moving backwards, your guys have a slightly longer range. They can shoot where the enemy is going to be versus the enemy who can't, right? If they start shooting, maybe it even flows back in the wind like a piss stream, right? So getting this high ground is crucial. They already took Big Ugly Bear off of this extra mix he's gotten, but Nikaton is taking the space back. This is very scary. Ice Pawn is overflowing, which is a spot you hate to be in always. He's wishing he had another constructor or a construction turret, but he's getting up some metal storage. He's figuring out his own little solutions to his problems. Rather than spending the resources, he's going to continue to hog them like a little groundhog or something, getting ready for next year's supply. Getting in the middle, we're setting up walls. Beautiful walls are always vital. They are always going to be helping you, right? These are blocking so much damage already, making it it's the difficulty already of shooting defenses over a wall now gets even more difficult because they're shooting up to the high ground, right? Like these missiles aren't even making it all the way up to the wall. How are they going to shoot over it? It's kind of surprising how the Whistler missiles don't really go up as much as you might expect, but whatever. Who cares? This makes walls worth building, right? I think if he had a wall right now, we'd be looking even better on this mech here, Mr. Sinna. No, he doesn't believe in it. He likes defending one side, but not the other. Tit Pout Master versus Diddler 113, as Nikaton is taking all the fucking space in the world, by the way. Literally all the fucking space. Tier 2 incoming, he says, which is incorrect. There is no Tier 2 incoming. We're just making maces now. Diddler seems to be... I mean, all these maces really should be able to take on rocket bots, I think. 51 speed versus 45. Oh, okay. Thugs are slower than rocket bots. I kind of thought they'd be faster, but I guess that's balanced, right? Because the mace is a lot heavier of a unit, can do a lot more damage. Oh boy, poor Buzzer. He's also been pushed back here. This is a good map for rocket bots, in my opinion, because you can take advantage of the wide open space. I think the problem with rocket bots a lot of the time is that there's not enough space to shoot them, and because once you get them clumped up like this, they stop shooting, because if they shoot, then the guy in front of them is going to take the bullet instead of the opponent, right? So that's a bit of a problem. And what we're experiencing now is something you'll see a lot in your games, where one lane is doing pretty damn well, and then everywhere else is looking pretty bad. and then the reality is, then you just group up on the good lane and you take them out, and then everywhere is losing for the blue team. So what is our backline up to here? Our air player, nope, this must be our tech player, but has he given out any tier 2 at all? He's got something queued up for this guy.
Has died.
Right? Oh no, it's out here. Why is it out there? Is he trying to get 3.5s up? Is this 3.5? Nope. Is it 3.5? I don't know. I think this is, yeah. So I feel like you should be upgrading this if that's what we're doing. But maybe this is a 3.5er. I think it is. Sweet, 14 out of percent. Nice. He's jumping ahead. But the Diddler! Yeah, the Diddler's just gotten his own tier 2 up. But Mace is on the high ground, baby. Look at that. Look at that range. Whew! Oh, A-click. A-click the ground. Fuck him. Well taken advantage of by the Tit Pout Master. He followed the instructions. Oh, get owned. 3 D-guns for nothing, bitch. Oh, no! And the thugs are just dreaming of being able to shoot right now. The D-gun could, in theory, go up and over the hill here. This is so bitch made, but it's working very, very well by Mr. Diddler 113, just hiding on the other side of the wall. And he's getting away with it. But here come more thugs. More grunts ready to eat your ass. Oh man, and they're taking down the shurikens too. Those lasers are great against shurikens. Uh-oh. Goodbye. Goodbye. The fat boy is out, ladies and gentlemen. The fat boy radar jammer is out. 3 grunts is no longer enough to be having any fun. Oh boy, and he's still got 560 metal in the bag. Oh god, and what's been going on in the meanwhile? Buzzer is fucking dying, ladies and gents. Not enough build power, not enough resources. He's floundering like a fish. There's no shurikens, there's no tier 2. Bro just doesn't have tier 2. This is bad. This is just a tech difference, I would say, clearly, because nobody on blue has tier 2. And that's kind of crazy. I'd be kind of pissed, man. Sexy Kebab walked his commander to take a geothermal? Question mark? And start setting stuff up? Crazy. Okay, here's some of the Shuris. So then what's the rest of the plan? They're just gonna stand there stunned forever? As Big Orange has taken everything, he's walking his commander aggressively. You love to see it, taking advantage of all the space right now. Honestly, I don't even think it's the worst trade in the world if your commander eventually dies here, as long as he stays alive for like 3-4 more minutes. And he's, I mean, look at this micro. I love it. He's bringing his shit up here so that he can take all of this, get a Geo down, just smash ahead. I wonder what it's looking like already for him. He is at 17,000 metal, which is third highest on the blue team and third highest on his team. Beautiful. Rob Dog makes sense. The tech player is really starting to shoot ahead. He got his tier 2 up pretty quick. But Evangelion only at 18. I mean, he's 11,000 metal behind. It's just embarrassing. This is what that concept of an infinitely, like, a parabolically shaped scaling economy is. Although Dark Blue is really fucking putting his heart and soul into this one, boys. He's got a fantastic push going. Commander down, no more D-gun. The road is clear. If he has some anti-air, which he does, the road is now clear. We need some tier 2 gunships now from Orange, and he has no metal. Please, Tech Papa, please, let me tech. Let me tech, Papa, let me tech into the next tier of units. Please, Papa, send me the metal. But he's not going to get it. They're arguing. Don't ego again. Don't ego again. Even though he's way the fuck ahead, by the way. Dark Red just doesn't know what he's talking about. Rage quits! Rage quits! Oh my goodness gracious! These boys have egos like, I can't believe are they 12? Are these just, is that just the reality? You just have to be 12 to be good at these games? That's incredible. Breaking the enemy right now as Air Player is trying to have huge impact with 26 shurikens coming in. He's taking on the enemy air above an anti-air turret, by the way, and it's a good one. Ooh, that sucks. That does suck. For some reason there's a transport here as well with everything else. He's F2'd. He's brought his bombers in. Ooh, God. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Everything is stunned anyway. It's fucked. Oh, my goodness gracious. More bombs. Where are the bombs going? Oh, okay, sure. Wow. Red team rage quitting right now. Tech player trying his best to hold on, converting his metal into units to the best of his ability. If the build power goes down, it's so over. We went for the nuke and we got it. Oh, it's so over. Boom, 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 boom. Let's fucking go, boys. Holy shit. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I guess that's what having a geothermal does for you, boys. You just get to have all of these units all at the same time. And we're just cleaning up. We are just cleaning up right now. Look at this. Look at the way this base looks. It looks scared, afraid to die, as it should be. As it fucking should be. It doesn't even matter how he micros it anymore, because there's no more resistance to be had. Any front looking good right now? We've got tier 2 bullshit running through here. We've got hounds running through. What can we tell if yellow's holding? Welders are not going to do it. You need jaguars right now, because these are just not fast enough to get onto these bots. But them targeting a mechs does make life a lot better. If they'd been trained on some winds, that would have been really bad. But yeah, here it is. The tech player has decided it's time for tier 2. Wow. Savagery. In the end, not enough. Not enough support from Dark Red here into the Dark Blue lane. He did get his tier 2 up. He got a Fat Boy or a Czar up, and he used that push perfectly. Taking out the Commander is like the one thing that lets you know 100% for sure that your push is ready to go. And then great follow-up by air. I mean, 26 Shuris and like 7 or 8 bombers out of nowhere with enough fighters to win in the air, all to follow up this push was beautiful. He was ready if, you know, Orange had actually gotten enough metal for the tech units, right? If he had gotten to tech up to wasps, he was ready for that, and he was already there supporting, which is honestly crazy. I'm pretty impressed by Sexy Kebab here. Didn't really watch him most of the game, but he ended it very well. And you know, it is worth talking about, of course, that if you see that it's free, then go and take it. If nobody on your team is taking these geothermals on a map like this, and you're in this back position, get some stuff up there and take it, because somebody needs it. Somebody should be getting the plus 300 energy per second, because otherwise, that it's then the enemy team just gets 300 energy per second up on you for no reason, just because somebody's lazy. It doesn't feel like they have the resources to build it, maybe. So always be looking to pick up the geothermals if somebody else on your team isn't. Well played by Sexy Kebab in the end. I was questioning it. It was looking kind of weird, kind of sus, but the tier 1 15-minute air timing is a powerful one, as we can see here. When you've got, let's look roughly what his production was looking like at the end here. Metal produced. See, he wasn't the hottest player in this game. At 12 minutes, he was. Oh no, this is. I don't think we can see metal per second, roughly. But anyways, as you can see, his eco wasn't the hottest or anything. But still, the 15-minute timing is just huge. I don't even think he had tier 2 given to him. And he just converted all of his metal into units instead. And boom, boom, boom. That's the freaking game right there. Well played. And hopefully we'll see you next time planetside to see some more great plays.